Today's topic is chemical kinetics. So when we talk about chemical kinetics, it comes under physical chemistry, and in this we mainly study the mechanisms and rate of chemical reactions. So it is a branch of physical chemistry dealing with the rates of chemical reaction, and due to this it is also known as reaction kinetics. Now what actually the rate is? Rate means whenever there is change in the concentration of reactant or product with respect to time. So if we consider a reactant A which is getting converted into product B, so there will be change in the concentration of A and B with respect to time. Now with respect to time, what will happen? The concentration of A will decrease because it will be consumed, and concentration of B will increase because it will be produced. So when we are finding out the rate with respect to the reactants, you will be showing it by a negative sign. Negative sign means there is decrease in the concentration of A with respect to the time. If we see the formula of rate of reaction, that will be change in the concentration with respect to A or B and change in the time. So here we are considering a reaction in which a reactant A is getting converted into product B. Now A they are showing by black balls, and B they are showing by red balls. Now as the time passes, what will happen that concentration of A it will go on decreasing, and concentration of B will go on increasing. So the rate of reaction will be A, since it is decreasing, it is shown by negative sign. So change in the concentration of A with respect to time, and B will be change in the concentration of B with respect to time. So graphically, if you see the number of molecules with respect to the time, A is decreasing and B is increasing. Now let us study about the types of reaction. Depending upon the speed, the reactions they are of different types. Some reactions are there which they occur so fast that within fraction of seconds they are complete, and some reactions they are so slow that they can take weeks to occur. So depending upon the speed, or what is known as the rate of the reaction, the reactions they are of three types. One will be the slow reaction, second will be the fast reaction, or you can say it is a moderate reaction, and third is a very fast reaction, instantaneous it will occur. So slow reaction, the best example is rusting of iron. It can take even weeks or months depending on the environmental conditions which are there. And a very fast reaction means like explosion, it occurs within fraction of seconds. So in terms of chemistry, I will give you examples like very fast reaction is precipitation of AgCl. When silver nitrate solution you are mixing with sodium chloride, immediately white precipitate will be formed. The moment you mix it, white precipitate will form. So that is very fast reaction. Very slow reaction, as I told you, that is rusting of iron. It depends on the environmental conditions which are there. And moderate reaction includes the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. Next is the rate law equation. It is very important in chemical kinetics. Rate law equation, it tells you about the relationship between the rate R, the rate constant, and the concentration of the reactant raised to some power. So you can see here I am taking a reaction in which A moles of A is reacting with B moles of B to give you C moles of C and D moles of D. So when we talk about the rate of reaction, so rate of reaction will be equal to the rate constant K, and concentration of reactants A and B raised to the power. Raised to power will come the number of moles which are reacting. So this is the rate law equation. Let us now understand various factors which are affecting the rate of reaction, like temperature, the surface area, the concentration, or the presence of a catalyst. Let us discuss one by one. First is the temperature. Now when we are increasing the temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecules increase, so number of collisions they will be more. So if the number of collisions are more, there are possibility that effective collisions they are more. So molecules with the kinetic energy over activation energy will be more. So when we take this graph, that is for the higher temperature, this is the activation energy. So the fraction of molecules which are having energy greater than activation energy will be this onwards. All the molecules, they are having energy greater than the activation energy. But at a lower temperature, the fraction of molecules which are having energy greater than activation energy is only this much, this purple area which you are able to see. So the rate of reaction, it will be more at higher temperature, because more number of molecules they are having energy greater than the activation energy. Next we will talk about the surface area. If the surface area is more, so there will be number of particles on the surface which are able to react, that will be more. As a result, the reaction will be faster. I will give you an example. We are taking a salt which is in powdered form, and second salt which is in the form of lump. So the one which is in powdered form, that will react faster due to the increased surface area. Next is the presence of catalyst. Catalyst they makes the reaction go faster. They themselves, they do not participate in the reaction, but what they do is, this graph will explain, that is reactant, when they get converted into product, they have to cross the energy barrier. Now this is the uncatalyzed reaction. So this was the activation energy required for a molecule to reach the transition state. Now in presence of catalyst, what happens, this activation energy reduces. As a result, reactant can easily reach the transition state faster, and then they will get converted into product. So this catalyzed reaction, what actually it does is, it lowers the activation energy. Besides this, there is another factor, that is concentration, because on increasing the concentration, there is possibility of more effective collisions. Therefore, faster will be the reaction. Now let us talk about the molecularity and the order. Molecularity is the number of species which are reacting to give you the product, while order is the sum of power of concentration terms in the rate law equation. Molecularity is a theoretical concept, while order is experimentally determined. Molecularity cannot be zero, because the number of reactants, they cannot be zero, while order can be zero, because many times what happens, the rate of reaction is not depending on the concentration, it is depending on some other factors. Molecularity provides no information of the reaction mechanism. Order, it is the slowest step in the reaction and can be judged by the order of reaction. So it gives information about the mechanism. Now order can be zero also, because sometimes, as I told you, the rate of reaction is not depending on the concentration. Now let us talk about the units of different orders. For zero order reaction, the unit is mole liter inverse time inverse. So let us see how we got that. According to the rate law equation, we are writing the formula. Rate will be equal to K, concentration of the reactants. Now since it is zero order, it is not depending on the reactants, so you will write concentration 0. So K will be equal to rate upon, this will go in the denominator. So rate is dx upon dt, you can write, that is change in the concentration of the reactant upon time, change in time. into, this will become 1 upon concentration 0. Now concentration is given in terms of moles per liter. So concentration will be moles liter inverse, and this time will become time inverse. So K, this is the unit. Now let us talk about the first order reaction. So rate will be equal to concentration per 1. So K will be equal to dx upon dt into 1 upon concentration per 1. So dx upon dt is concentration upon time. So concentration upon time is moles liter inverse time inverse into 1 upon, again concentration is moles liter inverse. So moles liter inverse, that will get cancelled, and you are left with time inverse. So this will be the unit for first order reaction. Similarly, you will be finding for the second order reaction. For second order reaction, rate is equal to K concentration per 2, or K will be equal to, rate will be dx upon dt into 1 upon concentration per 2. Dx upon dt is concentration upon time into 1 upon concentration per 2. So one concentration will get cancelled, so you are left with concentration inverse and time inverse. So concentration, now concentration is moles per liter, but this is concentration inverse, so it will be liter mole inverse time inverse.